In my years, I have seen many a traveler search the globe in search of adventure, money, glory, and of course, power. And it all lies just ahead of you, traveler. However, all your trials may offer you many achievements and accolades to gain. May you never forget that you were given just one life to lose.
What is up, Saturn System? I hope you beautiful people are enjoying another wonderful day in paradise. My name is Saturn Cycle, and welcome back to Resident Evil 7, the One Life to Lose run. We're going pretty strong so far. Last time we... I've been moving so slow. Last time we had a little showdown with Marguerite. It went okay. Her bugs put a hurting on us for a little longer than I was hoping would happen. I don't know why that fight went so poorly. It's probably because we don't really have any weapons to tear through the bugs as far as ammunition goes, because we ran out of burner fuel, we ran out of everything else that matters. We had to rely on our shotgun, which only holds 2 shots, I believe. 2 shots, and then we have to reload, and our handgun, which holds 3 shots, then we have to reload. It's a whole bag of dumb. But we beat her. She's down here in this pit. That's going to stay like that until we clear this area up here, which won't take long at all. We had to use one of our goop juices when we first loaded the game because we were pretty low on health. Something here. Burner fuel, which we will take. Let's go ahead and pop that bad boy in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight Marguerite like right now, because all we have to do to trigger her is touch this door. I believe that's all we have to do, just in case we're going to check this too. I'll be like, hey, I don't have anything that... You can't use that here. So when we go back out to where Marguerite is, it's going to be empty, and she's going to do a little thing, and Ethan's going to be like, what the hell? That's special. See? We need that lantern. So she's taking on her boss form. I was hoping we would just jump down in the hole. So like I said on Twitter a couple days ago, blam-a-lam. I didn't say blam-a-lam on Twitter.
That's special.
I'm going to be off social media for a while, until this coming Thursday evening, because I had to postpone seeing Endgame. I was originally going to see it tomorrow, Sunday evening, but some stuff came up and my sister had to reschedule, and I don't want to see the movie without my sister, so I'm just not going to see it without my sister. And her next day off is Thursday, so to avoid accidentally seeing spoilers, because there are people that love to spoil things for people, they think it's funny, I'm just not going to put myself in that position, you know? We are going to... I should go put the crank and the key away, so I will. So I'm going to go put the crank and the key away. I don't want this cluttering up my inventory, and this is the kind of boss fight where having your inventory clear really, really matters. I mean, we're going to use most of the... Oh, your hand looked really old right there, Ethan. What was that about? This boss fight is all about making sure you're Gucci as far as health goes. Because this fight with Marguerite, I said... That was like a mix between fight and fart. This fight with Marguerite is really, really annoying. Probably the fight I like the least in the game. So we're going to make 2 big health kits. We are going to keep our inventory clear. Not even going to lie. We might use our buzzsaw for this fight, for whenever she gets close. When she's moving around, you know, we're going to be shooting at her while she's hop skipping from wall to wall and doing her Spider-Man thing. But when she's up close, it'll be in our best interest to not prolong the fight and use our hop skiddly doo. Because, good lord. So what we want to do, I'm going to change to the shoddy. I'm going to pretend I'm Joyner Lucas and got the shoddy. Alright, I don't have a knife. Shotgun shells. So the fight doesn't start until you go up these stairs. So we can kind of loot around a little bit. We don't need psychostimulants because we are psychostimulants. We're high on life right now. We're high on these glasses. These are Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana is a very expensive brand. I don't even know if they make glasses. I know they make cologne because I had some. It was like $50 a bottle. Smelled good though, so can't really say I'm mad about that. Alright, the spider door. So you can kind of creep up. She's going to burst through this door, but you can kind of creep up these stairs and trigger her without her grabbing you. See that? Ah! Gotcha. And I missed the first shot. I miffed that. I could have done more damage. So what I usually do is I post up in this spot and just kind of wait for her. Because you can kind of see everywhere she's coming from right here. Even with this weird... Oh, there she is. Even with this weird Silent Hill fog that's going on. Which this weird... That walk is so creepy. Get out of here. No, come back. I can change. This weird fog makes this fight a little stupider. In my opinion. I don't know, because at least the fog in Silent Hill was like a limitation of the hardware at the time, so they did that to hide the fact that there was no draw distance for their game. But, oh boy. This is also why I brought this thing along. Because every now and then she sheds these guys. Where are you? He dodged that like the Matrix. But yeah, the fog in this game, I don't know why it suddenly shows up on the top floor of this building, but it does. And it's a little annoying. No, I'm not afraid of a girl. I'll fight a girl too. That came out wrong. That came out wrong. So, yeah, we're not going to go hunt Marguerite down because we actually have the advantage by staying here. Because if we try to explore and find her, she's put some of those weird bug nests on the walls in places, and we would have to suddenly deal with those too if we stepped into their territory. So the best thing we can do is kind of wait for her. But I'll speed up this part of the footage. Like I'll speed up the in-betweens where she's not here, and then I'll just cut back to normal speed whenever she does. Oh geez, she's here. She's up close. She's up close. You've activated my trap card. I was gonna let you go. I was gonna let you go. Where? Come back. Come back. Oh. She's birthed bugs from her womb. That's not a sentence I ever wanted to say. But here we are. Like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I'll just speed up the moments when she's not here, and then when she just shows back up on screen, I'll cut back to normal speed. So, I guess I'll see you in a few seconds. There she is. There's the star of the show. Come back. Come back. Is it over? No, geez, no, come back. I hate this fight so much. Ugh. Okay, lady. I need you to just let me reload my shotgun, please. No, come back, please. Oh, God. Come back. Oh, my. Ugh. I hate her so much. Let's just freaking let's end this, please. Oh no, come back. Can we just end this, please, Marguerite? You done? You done, Zo? She's done, Zo. Finally. Jeez. You're not invited to the premiere of Revengers conclusion activity. Okay, so she's gonna crumble to dust. We gotta take this lantern. And then we're gonna see if we can find some supplies real quick. Burner fuel I'm not really interested in anymore. Yeah, I'll take camp fluid. Good, some dank herbs. Some dank first ed boy. So that fight is really annoying, as you probably saw, because she... Okay, let's say that we did this without our trusty buzzsaw. She would spend most of that fight running away from us. We would have to chase her down, and that would have taken 6 million years. Because she doesn't like to sit still. She really doesn't. Like, as you saw, I was in one place, just hoping to wait her out. And anytime I would do significant damage to her, she was gone with the wind. She was like, you know what? We don't need to fight today like this, fam. And she'd leave. And I'm like, who do you think you are? So we gotta go upstairs. We gotta kick down a ladder. There's one more dank herb. We gotta make one more goop juice. We'll make a big goop juice. Alright, so get this ladder out of here. Why is there a ladder in my bedroom? There's a snake in my boot. So that triggered our exit, which we can finally leave. This is handgun ammo, which don't really need, but we're gonna take it anyway. I see no point. See no point to not take it. So that's Marguerite down. And with that, we are off to the next portion of the game, which we shouldn't be relying nearly as much on the buzzsaw anymore. So let's put some of this stuff away. No. We gotta go back to the house. I forgot about that. We got the lantern. We gotta go back to the house. I could just take the shortcut through the tunnel, but climbing down that ladder and then climbing up another ladder, Ethan's slow as a snail when he's on ladders. I don't get it. I mean, I'm not the quickest on ladders either, but come on, Ethan, I'm faster than you are. And that's bad, because I'm not athletic at all. I'm very tall and I'm very lean. Ugh. Now I have to climb up a ladder. I shouldn't have been talking all that stuff. I'm very tall and I'm very lean, but I'm not very athletic. I have very high metabolism, so I have a hard time putting on weight. If I do ever put on weight, like in the few times that I have, it doesn't take me long to lose the weight. It's just getting the initial weight in the first place where I'm like, it's a little janky. So we put the lantern on here, which means this door's open. We're gonna do some goop juice. I'm not gonna worry about anything in here. Oh, haunted ball. The design of this room is specifically to creep you out. It's like, oh, children are creepy. Oh, raining bears from the sky. So,
Stay away.
but I'm already here though. It's like, why would I come all this way and then listen to your warning? Like, how dumb do you think I am? Well, I guess because I proceeded onward, I am pretty dumb. I meant to say you're pretty dumb. I know you are, but what am... I forgot about you. So there's going to be molded now. Always fun. And he's blocking the door. I didn't reload, are you kidding me? Get out of the way! I really hate the fact that this shotgun only has 2 rounds in it. It's a very strong shotgun, but the trade-off is sometimes ridiculous. I mean, you don't have to fight any of these molded. I really never do. Because I don't think they follow you through this door. I think they just despawn. Yeah, he despawned. And I've never been attacked in this area in all the tons of hours I've played this game. Hello? Thank you for calling Best Buy.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
So that reminds me of a story that I told
Really gonna be able to make sense
my
of
friend
this
Corey,
thing?
the one who our Salamence is named after in Omega Ruby.
Can get out of here.
She wanted me to tell her a funny story.
I'll be waiting
So
for
I'll tell you guys that same story.
Alright.
Years ago, like 2011, I think it was my second year. So 2012, I was working at GameStop, and by this point I was the freaking hole again. So at this point in my GameStop employment, I was already pretty jaded because working at GameStop is one of the worst companies to work for. But I was working Black Friday. And it wasn't my first Black Friday, so I knew what I was in for. It wasn't my first rodeo. But this particular Black Friday was even worse. I think it was because of all the additional deal busters, well, door busters we had offered that year. But I had a long shift. I was there for hours and hours, and it felt like I was there for my whole freaking life. And, could we put the arm away. We have to answer the phone. It's gonna be Lucas. It's gonna be, hey, look in the fridge.
Never mind. We only need the head.
I don't even think I needed to answer the phone. I think all I needed to do was look in the fridge. So this was a waste of time. So I was working at GameStop on Black Friday. I was there for a long shift. And I don't know if any of you have worked retail and have worked Black Friday. I'm sure Kevin has.
Just let them both go.
But,
What do you need them
because I remember him talking about having worked at, like, EB Games, which is basically the same thing as GameStop. But, towards the end of my shift, I was really, really tired from dealing with all the nonsense, all the rude customers, having to say the same phrase over and over, because we ran out of deals and doorbusters really early on. It was Black Friday is very much the epitome of first come, first serve. With the biggest stinger being that we as employees weren't allowed to participate in Black Friday, even if we were on break. Because we were employees, we couldn't cash in on any of the deals, which was kind of stupid. It was kind of shady to throw your employees under the bus like that and be like, oh yeah, you can't set things aside because you're an employee. But there's nothing even if your break is coming up and there's something left, you can't purchase it. It's like, but what does it matter? The money is still going to the company, whatever. But oh no, it's the head of the police officer. What? So there's a no. We gotta go to the dissection room again. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. The crow key. No, we don't need the crow key. We need the snake key. Do we need the crow key? Can I switch between there? No, we don't need to. First floor. Do we need the crow key? I'm gonna take it anyway. Oh no, it's where the freaking grenade launcher is. We probably should care about the grenade launcher, to be honest. But yeah, ignoring that rave over there. At the end of my shift, like I said, I was really tired. And when you run out of deals, typically you're like, okay, maybe this GameStop over here has it. Let me call them and see. But every GameStop in our vicinity had run out of those same things. But we also knew that Best Buy was offering some of the same stuff. So there was a point where I had to keep saying, hey Graham, I had to keep saying, maybe Best Buy has it. Maybe you can check Best Buy. Because there was a Best Buy in the same plaza as us. It was like, you could walk out of our store, turn right, and it was like 10 meters. I hate Fast Boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Fast Boy could have ended our run. He's so fast. Yeah, so you turn out of our store, you look right, Best Buy is right there. You can't miss it. Same plaza, maybe a 2-minute walk. So we got used to saying, maybe you should go over to Best Buy, but whatever. And at the end of my shift, well, near the tail end of my shift, we got a phone call. And it was someone, actually I don't even know who it was, because they didn't say anything. Because I was saying my greeting. It was like, thank you for calling GameStop, blah, 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 blah. Because we have a whole spiel, like, it changes week to week, and it's on a piece of paper above the phone, so you always know what to say. But when I answered the phone, I'd gotten so used to saying, go check Best Buy, that I answered the phone, and I said, thank you for calling Best Buy. And my assistant manager looked over at me, and I just kind of closed my eyes. I just kind of put my head down and sighed. And I just hung up the phone. I didn't even wait for the person to respond. I was just like, I'm too tired for this. I just hung up. So I'm sure the person thought they actually called Best Buy. But, that story cracks me up. Another story that cracks me up, that cracked her up, was, my grandmother, pretty conservative woman. She's pretty religious. I come from a pretty religious family in general. And my grandmother was like the embodiment of that. It was, church every Sunday when we visited. You get up early. You better not have any plans on Sunday because oh God, because you might have double service. Let's close the door behind us. And if you're there for double service, I don't know if any of you have ever experienced a double service in a black church, but you're there from like 7:30 in the morning to like 4:30 p.m. Maybe later. Actually, no, double service typically runs until like 6:30. There's like a brief break in between services, but you're there for the long haul. Double service in a black church is no joke. But yeah, that's basically who my grandmother is. And so we were playing Cards Against Humanity at Christmas a couple years back. It was the first time that my family had gotten together, like everyone had gotten together in a long time since my grandfather died. So we were sitting around the table. all the adults, all the kids were, it was later, so most of the kids were asleep or in the back because, you know, Cards Against Humanity isn't a game for kids. So all the adults were we were sat around the dining room table, and my grandmother walks up and she goes, "Oh, what are you guys playing?" And we're like, "Oh, it's a card game, Cards Against Humanity. It's funny." And she's like, "Oh, I want to play." And we're all just kind of like, "Oh no, this could either go really well or terribly." So we deal her in. She sits at the head of the table because she's kind of like the matriarch. And, you know, she's killing it. Like, my grandmother has a great sense of humor. Like, I should say she's mellowed out over the years. So, like, the her that was like, "Get up for church," is not the same person that she is now. She's very, very mellow now. So, her sense of humor has gotten so good. She was killing us. Like, she was taking round after round. And then there's this one round that comes around. That was a weird sentence. I could have structured that better. A particular round pops up. And everyone's putting in their white cards. I don't know if you've played Cards Against Humanity, but if you haven't, there's someone whose turn it is, who's the dealer. They basically they pick a black card from the top of the deck. They read the card. They put the card on the table. People have to use the white cards in their hand to fill in the blanks or answer the question of that card. Funniest card wins, or whatever the dealer thinks, whatever. So everyone's dealt their white cards to the person whose turn it was to read them. And we're all waiting for my grandmother. We're like, "Graham, what's going on?" Sorry, I'm just running around this room while I'm telling the story. I don't want to get distracted and not finish the story, or get distracted and die telling the story. So we'll run out of here whenever the story's done. Actually, we won't, because we're coming up in half an hour. So when the story is over, we'll just end the episode. But we're like, "Graham, why are you taking so long?" She's like, "Because I don't know what this card means, and none of my cards are funny." I'm like, "Oh, okay. What's your last card?" She looks at the card, looks at us, and she goes, what is pixelated bukkake?" And the entire table, after a brief moment of silence, erupts into laughter. We were all dying. We were like, "Oh my god, she has no idea what she's holding in her hand." So we were cracking up for like a solid 5 minutes. And then we were like, "Oh my god, who wants to take the job of explaining this to Graham?" Because none of us wanted that task. So my older brother ends up being the one to have to explain it to her. And she just kind of slowly puts the card down, and then puts all of her cards down. She goes, "Oh no, I don't think I like this game." And that just made us laugh even harder. We were all losing our collective minds. I'm not going to explain what it is here, because I'm just not. I don't advise you Google it either. But this has been an interesting episode of Resident Evil. So we will pick this up next week. Like always, we're already about, I want to say, about 40% through the game. So we still have to go against Lucas. And then after Joyner Lucas, then there's... What else is there? I'm trying to remember the order. I know what's left. There's Lucas. There's the boathouse. So Lucas and the boathouse are going to be the next episode. Maybe not the boathouse. Lucas, the boathouse, the boat, the end. So we're just under... Maybe we're actually around the 50% mark. Because once we hit the boathouse, we're at about the 75% mark. So yeah, we actually might clear this game. But as always, guys, if you've been enjoying One Life to Lose, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. We'll consider doing so. I don't want to force your hand. You're a fully functional human being with your own opinions and choices. But if you do, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss out on notifications when content goes up. If there's any other games you'd like to see me try to survive in, so that I can pick that up right when this game ends, leave that in the comments below. And if I have the game, I will get to it. And if I don't have it, I will look into it. Check out some of the other content on the channel that's gone up. Binding of Isaac has been going strong for the past week. Omega Ruby is going strong. Yeah, that covers all my bases. Check out some of the other people that I fully support, like the Hydras Project, Kevin the Giraffe. He's not a giraffe. He's a raft. Bimali Gaming? Is it gaming now, buddy? Bimali Gaming, I believe. Big. If Davis was active, I'd say go check out Davis, but he's doing school stuff. He's making moves just like Nathan Reckham. Check out Play Slow. She's a good creator. She's a cool peeps. Check out literally anyone who comments. Anyone. Check them all out. Check everyone out. You're all cool peoples. This outro has gone on way too long. I don't know why I'm running around. That didn't rhyme, but I don't care. I'll see you in the very next episode. That's not going to be a thing. I just didn't know what else. I didn't know how to segue into saying goodbye. So, goodbye.